Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Katie.
And did you know that Martin Scorsese lends his voice for a cameo appearance in The Mandalorian and Grogu?
I did not know that, actually. Is it going to be credited or is it uncredited?
You have already heard it.
Oh. Well, because the Daniel Craig cameo,
It's already online in Wikipedia and IMDb, so I'm assuming it will be in the credits.
We'll see.
Do you know who it was?
No.
You'd recognize his voice, I think, if we rewatched
Probably
the trailer right now. But we'll talk about that later, and we will get to that. If you know, let us know in the chat. What else should people do, Katie?
You should also subscribe to us wherever you're watching. YouTube.com/DapsMagic. Hi.
Even if you're just listening.
Even if you're just listening. Go to YouTube. Go to http : anyway. Is HTTPS. Anyway, I don't know how to get to websites. I just go phone do it. Much like you should say phone do subscribe. Pokemon go to the polls. Anyway, you
I don't know what's going on.
This is the type of night it's gonna be.
Okay.
You should also go find Daps HQ at dapsmagic.com/DapsHQ.
Mm-hmm. We keep
Bing.
it simple. Mm-hmm.
Heyo. And then go into the chat. We have a special thing where we call comments for the end of the show.
And we will reply to all of the comments. It'll be great. All right. Should we move on to the show?
We are being asked if there's a new setup.
There is a new setup, and we will continue to tweak it slightly as we figure out what works and what doesn't work, but this is where we're at. So far, I'm liking it because it's flexible, and
I like having a table.
we have a table now.
We can put things places. Mm-hmm. Tiana can't be on top.
We have not gotten rid of anything yet in case people don't like it, but so far I like it.
I love it.
It's very flexible. We could do different segments and stuff with this.
I'm much more comfortable.
We will see. We will see how it all plays out. It's the same camera. We're just closer to it now.
We're closer, which I do think helps.
It hopefully gives a cool depth of field thing going on. I don't know.
And you can see our 100,000 subscriber YouTube plaque is right there
over my shoulder. Yeah.
Where is my arm?
We did a test on Daps HQ, and that was one of the feedback was well, we can't see the thing that everybody worked so hard to get. So now you can see it. It's right there.
It's true.
And we'll keep playing with it. I do want to play with the lighting a little bit because it's a little bit closer to Katie, and I feel like she's getting a little bit blown out, but we'll figure it out.
I'm already so pale.
We'll figure it out. It'll be great. All right. Today is the Lunar New Year.
Yes.
Year of the Fire Horse. Not just Year of the Horse.
Fire Horse.
I didn't realize this till today because apparently I don't know these things. Because I get stuff sent to me all the time, and I'm like, oh, Year of the Horse. And turns out it's Year of the Fire Horse. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what that says about horse, but maybe it means something. Anyway, a couple weeks ago, for the first day of Lunar New Year at the Disneyland Resort, we tasted 6 different items with a sip and savor pass that Disney so graciously gave us to do such things. And we have a video up where we rated all of our 6 things that we had, and you can go check that out if you'd like. But here's my question. Looking at your list, Katie, and I'm going to look at mine too. Did your list, in hindsight, after day of, because sometimes you have time to think about things and you crave them, did your top and your bottom on your list change?
No.
And if not, or if it did, I was going to say, what's the thing you're craving? But is it still the top one? Is that the one?
Japchae noodles.
If you could only have that one thing tonight, that's what you'd get?
Japchae noodles. Especially right now with this rainy weather.
Mm-hmm.
I love noodles when it's rainy and chilly and cold. If it was a different type of weather, I might be craving that 5-spice popcorn chicken.
Okay.
But right now, japchae noodles.
Which the 5-spice popcorn chicken was my favorite. I will say, though, because of the weather, I kind of want the bao.
Oh, that's valid.
I don't know why. It just is. I was sitting here looking at my list. I was like, oh, I kind of want the pork bao. That. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think it was the prettiest thing in the world. It kind of felt slopped together, but it was delicious. And even though it wasn't my top, like the popcorn chicken was my top, and the noodles were fantastic too. But I don't know. Bao sounds really good tonight. Don't you think? Okay.
It does. Right. We were also, what were we talking about at work? We were talking about dumplings of some kind.
Yeah, all of that that sounds good tonight.
And they were like, do you guys like pan fried or deep fried? And all of us at the same time went pan fried. Maybe it was wontons. I cannot remember what we were talking about at work.
Do they steam them too?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, I would pick steam.
But they get that crisp when you do the pan fry, and it beautiful. But yeah, so I've just been.
There you go. You know, I think time it is.
What time is it?
Thanks, Daddy. Mr. Daps. Thank you, Mr. Daps. Thanks, man.
I have just the shirt.
It is Muppet time. The Muppets. I don't think this is surprising, but people are surprised. 8 million unique viewers in the first, basically, week. A little bit more. But this is after it came to ABC and Disney Plus, 2 weeks ago now? 2 weeks tomorrow. And the viewers and the fans have shown up. And I have to wonder, 8 million viewers, are we getting a series? And if so, what do you think it looks like?
Please, 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 please. Anyway, funny enough, Sabrina Carpenter song, please, please, please. It's all connected. I hope that we see Love You Muppets ABC. I don't want that. I hope we see a true variety show because there are so many bits.
I think that's what this would be.
But yeah, but there's so many things that could come back, like Pigs in Space. We could get a proper At the Dance. You know? I would like to see it in that format. Again, it kind of what we talked about last week. I don't want this, if it does get a season run, or multiple season runs, I don't want it to be too long. Like, I don't want them to say, we're ordering 26 episodes right now. We're going to go film them all tomorrow. I'd be like, maybe let's...
Unless it's already. Like, if they have everything in the... Like, we've got it written, we could do whatever. I would go all for that. I think it'll be... Judging by how Disney does it, we'll either get 8 or 10 episodes. That will be their season. And then it'll be a couple of years between when it happens. My question for you. Last week, if I recall, we talked a lot about, like, music guests. Kind of were in the category of people that we were like, oh, this is who we'd like to have as our special guest. But what if it wasn't a music guest? Like, what if it was like Patrick Stewart or like somebody that you're not going to do a song? Like, what would be that actor or celebrity that you would like to see on the Muppet Show? Because I think we need to keep spreading this net wider and throwing more names out there, because I'm sure they don't have enough of them already. But like that's Tom Hanks. Like,
now I'm trying to think of, like, I don't know. I feel like everybody that comes to mind with the Muppets, I'm like, oh, and then they could do...
I mean, the Martin Short, I guess, in hindsight, is not necessarily a musician, but he could also do it. Like, he can sing.
Well, but so can...
Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Does he?
Probably.
Not super great. I remember him remember he did the Mr. Rogers show? He sings about as well as Mr. Rogers. Maybe not quite as well.
I never saw that.
It was cute.
I wanted to see it.
I think I saw it on a plane.
Maybe.
It's got the...
Like, it's got the vibe of a plane movie.
It's got the vibe of a plane movie, but he also has the vibe of Mr. Rogers, and I enjoyed it. I'm giving you time to think of
Anne
people,
Hathaway.
Though. Anne Hathaway would be fantastic.
I think Anne Hathaway would be a lot of fun.
I mean, honestly, you just go to Sesame Street, and anybody that was on Sesame Street, you can bring over to the other side. And
as I will always say, and I will say this, if Brett Goldstein has no fans, I'm dead. Okay? I'm always going to say Brett Goldstein, because I want to see, yes, he did Sesame. And yes, he got to do the Roy Kent with Oscar the Grouch. but I really, really want to see him get to just work with the Muppets.
Yeah, I'd be... Does he sing?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
It was very funny, and I do tell a story a lot, so just like, don't stop me if you've heard this one. When I saw him do his stand-up in LA, he literally was like, going on Sesame Street was the best day of my life. To the point that I'm scared when I have children. They're gonna be like, Dad, was the day I was born the best day of your life? And he's gonna be like, no, I was on Sesame Street. Like,
and then if you put him on the Muppet Show, who knows what would happen then?
I'm literally like, let him go. Let him.
And see, on the flip side, if we were going music guests, Hannah Waddingham would be fantastic because, like, other than the height thing.
She's a little tall. Also, Jason Sudeikis.
You know, I only thought of that because of this most recent Muppet Show, because there's a height joke.
Because Sabrina Carpenter is roughly 3 apples tall.
They need to put Muppets Tonight on
I've
Disney
never seen
Plus. I saw it the first time through, and I would love to rewatch. Like, that would be a fun.
So my
rewatch.
personal problem
Good call, Ethan.
with Muppets Tonight is that when I think of Muppets Tonight, I know nothing about Muppets Tonight, first of all. But when
Wasn't Pierce Brosnan on it too, I think?
you could say that, and I'd be like, yeah, sure.
Somebody might know.
The problem with Muppets Tonight is that I always confuse it with Mac Tonight. You know, Mac Tonight, the terrifying human-esque moon that was the late night crooner for McDonald's. Why do I conflate
I don't
those
think
two?
That would be something I would confuse.
Oh, that's cool. I do.
Maybe you need to watch Muppets Tonight.
I would like to.
Put it on Disney Plus or someplace, Amazon Prime, or
Put it someplace I can watch
anywhere
it.
we can watch it. That would be great. I think you could also just grab any Disney legend and throw them in.
Yeah.
Like, I think that would be fantastic as well.
Has Jon Favreau done anything with the Muppets?
He'd be great. Yeah.
I think he'd be a lot of fun.
I mean, you could also, if you're going into that realm of the world, you could do Robert Downey Jr. You could do Pedro Pascal. Like, I'm thinking all the people that work with him now.
Yeah.
You know, they have done Star Wars in the past, so maybe they should do a new Star Wars thing with Grogu. I'm just saying.
And Baby Greedo.
Yeah.
And Buff Jabba the Hutt.
They could do. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. I promise we are going to talk about that. We do have a game tonight we're playing too. All right. So let's move on.
Okay.
Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is back. They are playing it. I don't know that I guess concurrently kind of works is the word. Because they were originally supposed to be going back and forth, I think was the plan between Abe and then Walt and then Abe and then Walt. Not what they're doing. They're starting the day with Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. They're ending the day with Walt Disney and Magical Life. But the good thing is both shows are now running in the Opera House. What do you think of this?
So I think operationally it kind of would have been a nightmare to alternate shows.
I'm sure it's just hitting a button.
Yeah, but, you know.
I actually think the harder part would be what goes on in the lobby.
Well, that's also.
Yeah.
Like.
But that might be the same button for all we know.
I remember like timing guests where they're like, I really wanted to see Walter. Anyway.
Sure.
I'm really happy to have Lincoln back. I do think I am one of those annoying Disneyland people that I think that Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is a really important attraction to have at Disneyland. For a lot of historical reasons, but also because Lincoln is a lot of what inspired Walt Disney. And that pursuit of the attraction, creating the attraction, really pushed Imagineers. And so, yes, it has lived on in many different iterations since 1964. But I love that it has its home in the Opera House. And I think it's this beautiful symmetry of telling the story of Abraham Lincoln and also telling the story of Walt Disney. Two men who do know the defeat of a good hard failure.
Well, I also think it's interesting is you think of how Abe Lincoln really was what pushed the original audio animatronic with Walt, and then you have this new generation and not so new generation of Imagineers that are now pushing that technology to the newest level in the same room that the one that Walt was inspired. You know, like they're kind of each building on their heroes.
Yeah.
And And you think Walt's been gone, 60 years now? And that's not, I mean, it's a little bit less, but like you think of how long it'd been in the 60s. I mean, it's 100 years. So I guess it's 40 years difference from when Abe Lincoln. But, there's still that kind of a connection point. And I think that's interesting. And you think of how old Walt was when he was a kid and how far back Abe Lincoln was. A lot of kids now could easily fit that like distance. So I think that's kind of an interesting thing to do. I'll be very curious when they put it in Carousel of Progress as well, because I think that'll be interesting to see how that does. And I'm assuming that's in the opening scene, because that just makes sense to me, is use him describing the attraction.
Absolutely.
And I think that'll go great. I think it's also just a good thing to not, like, this is a great case where they didn't replace or substitute, but they added. And I like when Disney changes things through addition instead of substitution. And you can't always do that. Like, I think a great example of when they mostly did that is actually Galaxy's Edge. Yes, they had to shorten the Rivers of America. And yes, we did give up the ranch, but the ranch really wasn't what it once was. So I kind of...
Hot takes from Mr. Daps tonight.
I mean, go back. Like, think back. Like,
I know. I'm just saying hot takes from Mr. Daps tonight.
But, it is one of those things where if you can build through addition as opposed to substitution, I think that's a really solid way to build the park and connect with more people. And it's just a great foundation for the way to begin and end your day. I assume at some point this will go till park close instead of 8:00 p.m. And if it does that, I think that's just a fantastic, like, if you're looking at the, let's do a connect with Walt day at Disneyland, which is like all of the opening day attractions at Disneyland and maybe things that he envisioned that he would find great. I do think there'd be something really special about bookending your day with Walt and Abe. And personally, I would probably flip them, because I think it's a great way to start your day is with Walt and then end with Abe, because that's, I don't know, it's a little bit more foundational, and I think that would work better. All right, shall we move on?
We should move on.
Art. The Anaheim Resort Transportation System is going away. However, the parking lot will still have transportation. So my question for you, do you think it will be leftover art buses that Disney now like rents or something, completely different buses? And what do you think, actually my biggest question is, what do you think happens with all of the people that are hotels that now need to get to Disneyland? Will there be a new not art system?
Well, that was a lot of questions, Mr. Daps. Wow.
Well, they're all the things I've been thinking about with this.
Oh boy. I do think that they are going to use buses. Like, I think they're going to take some of the buses that are leaving the art experience. And I think that Disney's going to take some of those. I mean, remember when they were branded for Toy Story Mania for like 15 years? I mean, obviously, it goes hand in hand. I do wonder what that's going to look like for hotel guests. But also, I would like to just say on the record officially, this does not surprise me that they're keeping transportation, because Disney wants to keep guests in the Disney bubble as long as they physically can. And walking down Harbor Boulevard is not exactly...
Well, we don't know that they're keeping, other
Disney
than for
bubble.
Toy Story. All we know is for sure there's Toy Story transportation happening.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I was backtracking to my point about the Toy Story parking lot.
Oh,
and the
okay.
buses.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think that's a foregone. Yeah.
Well,
if you're paying $40 for parking, you should be able to get to the park. That should be taken care of.
correct.
My big concern with all of this, which is really what I'm getting to.
Yes.
Let's say they don't replace the buses. The alternative then is more cars parking. I spent an hour parking on Sunday. That was with buses still here.
That's why they're building a new one.
Yeah, but that's going to be a ways off. So I am very curious. There has to be in my head. There's because the new one also has a bus area where you'll be able to come into. So presumably they've thought through buses at some point. I am curious what that is, and I hope there's not a like, oh, we can make $40 extra on these thousands of people that are not taking a bus from their hotels now. It was just one of those things because you're sitting in waiting to get into Pixar Pals or Mickey and Friends on a Sunday, and you start thinking like, oh, we already have this happening, which Eastern Gateway is going to help a lot. But my question mark is like, well, what in the meantime between the two, like what is that going to look like? And hopefully it's not too terrible. But time will tell, huh?
I also want to highlight what Chris is saying because I do think that that's the most likely in my head, is that the hotels, especially if they're Good Neighbor hotels, will offer a form of transportation. Much like when you stay at hotels near cruise ports or cruise terminals and they offer like a shuttle service. They go, oh, hey, you stayed at this hotel. You can call in the morning and we'll take you to Galveston or whatever.
I like that idea. I'm not convinced because the reason they didn't keep going with art is because the hotels wouldn't pay more for the buses, and 70%, I think it was, of the price for the buses was going to labor. So they really weren't making anything. And so my concern, this is where I'm like, all of the numbers aren't quite lining up and I'm a little bit concerned about it. We will see though. Hopefully I'm completely wrong and this isn't something that I need to think about. All right. Should we play a new game?
Sure.
I got to figure out where I put the darn thing.
Where'd you put the game?
I don't know. Everything moved on me and these crazy things happen, and you know what? We're gonna hit the button and see what happens, okay?
Dude, honestly, I'm so sorry. I had a lot of faith in you. You should have picked a harder game.
This is not the game.
You're literally right here.
This game isn't now. The game is where was I on Sunday when I took 5 pictures.
5.
So the goal is, guess where I took the picture.
Okay.
I've done this on Instagram a few years ago. People guessed them very quickly, and I thought I was being hard. So I went medium hard this time. We will see what you think. So you ready for the first one?
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it up and let people throw out names or guesses. You can guess also, Katie. Maybe you can wait a minute. Here is the first picture. It's a beautiful gold. No.
Mark Twain?
Okay, we got a guess for Mark Twain. Are there any other guesses?
It was actually really funny because the call is coming from inside the corner. At first, I thought you were doing a bit. Like, I just thought you put up a graphic that you made. I didn't think... I was like, haha, when does the game start?
Every picture in this is from somewhere in the resort. I should say the full resort, just because... okay, we got a guess for Golden Horseshoe, and we got a guess for Mark Twain. I like this.
We're all in the same sphere. Did you take like a farther out picture for the reveal, or you just...
That would have been smart.
Oh, well, okay.
Next time I will.
Well, because...
another Golden Horseshoe guess. Okay. I like that idea. Next time we play the game, we'll do that.
Just because my brain goes to, oh, I want to see this in the context of...
That's a great idea. Yeah. I did not do that.
Oh, okay. Well, it's what I'm here for.
Yeah, exactly. But I couldn't... You weren't in the park for one.
I was
on Sunday,
not, no.
And then 2, I didn't want to give away where I was taking them.
I can't play the game.
Then you can't play the game, so it doesn't work out. All right, the first one was from the Mark Twain, and this was in front of and behind the boiler. And when you backed out, it said, I think it was no entry or no trespassing or something like that. All right, second one.
Yeah. Oh my God, T.
Where do you think T is from? I know, this is a hard one.
I'm gonna say Grizzly Peak Airfield.
Grizzly Peak Airfield. That's a good guess.
It is.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm most likely wrong.
You never know.
Guys, I really don't know.
The thing I did realize while doing this is how meticulous some of these graphics are. Not all of them that I did are graphics, but
it's extremely impressive.
Chris says Flo's gas.
That would make sense.
That is another good guess.
Flows.
Another Flo's.
Hey, I'm just happy if I'm even in the right park. I'm gonna be honest, guys.
Yeah, that's great. Another Flo's. There we go. And it actually is in Flo's. So good job, guys. That was very good.
Yeah, I was waiting for the picture reveal again. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Next time. All right, next one. This one might be the hardest one, in my opinion. It might be the easiest as well.
I want to say Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise. That's a guess.
But I feel like that's too on the nose. Like
the really, really long nose.
The trunk. The really long trunk.
It's too on the trunk.
Yeah.
Main Street. That's a very good guess.
I could give a truncated answer.
I think you did.
Badoom.
Dumbo. Okay, another good guess.
Yeah, this is a good game, Mr. Daps.
What I was intrigued by is if you look at this picture closely as people continue to guess, it's actually a salt and pepper shaker. I'm pretty sure.
Salt and pepper shaker.
Because you see the two.
Yeah.
Okay, Bizarre, Guardians of the Galaxy, Jungle Cruise, good. And then on top of the elephant, you see two.
Yeah, and you see it on top of
Gift
the
Shop and
smokestack.
Adventureland, Jungle Cruise. That's a guess. I'm gonna tell you all.
We're all wrong.
You're all wrong. It was from the window of Merlin's shop in Fantasyland. And it was the most random thing in there. And I was like, huh, okay.
What the heck?
Yeah. Okay, next one's a bit easier. I expect everybody to get this one right. We'll see.
Oh.
You gonna wait for a second because you think you know exactly where it is?
Well, yeah.
I mean, you can say it.
Resistance Camp at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
It's a good guess. That's a very good guess.
You guys can't see my face right now, but I have really concerned eyebrows at him. Like, what the heck?
We'll see if anybody else has the same guess or a different guess.
Also, you guys are probably like, wow, they're so good at doing a bit. Like, haha. I genuinely can't read this man.
Galaxy's Edge is a very big picture guess. I think we want a little bit tighter into focus. Big Thunder Trail, that's a little tighter. Alex's Edge, okay.
Classic Alex.
Alex, he is so edgy.
3 edgy, 5 me. These are.
We'll see if there's another guess.
This almost looks Pandoran.
I actually took this because I liked the flowers, if you can call them flowers. All right, this one is in Galaxy's Edge, so you're kind of right, but I think that's a little bit too loose.
Okay.
It's actually the side of the market. On the outside as you're going down.
That counts as Resistance Camp, does it not?
No, Resistance Camp is on the other side. Like, that's down by Rise the Resistance. Because this would still...
That technically is part of the marketplace, or is it...
Yeah, it's marketplace. Like, to me, this is marketplace. Then there's the First Order. And yeah, okay. Last one. Ready?
Okay.
This one might be hard. This one might be easy. I don't actually know, but it jumped out at me. Go for it. What do you think, Katie?
Is this the bathroom at Hollywood Backlot?
That is a guess.
Do you know I want to throw things at you sometimes?
This is how the game works. I think somebody is going to be like, oh, I totally know where that is. It's not Thunder Trail, I'll tell you that.
This is exhausting. The crazy thing about all of these things that they feels so familiar, and it feels like it's on the tip of your tongue.
But I think that's what kind of makes it fun, isn't it? Like, I was going around being like, oh, this is something I see all the time, and like it makes sense, you know, like it's so familiar to me. But at the same time, when I'm looking closer at everything, then I'm like, we've got bathrooms near Din Tai Fung, we got Hollywood backlot, and genuinely can't read this man. Nope.
It's true. Mr. Daps has a really good poker face, and if he doesn't want someone to read him, he turns the poker face on.
You never know.
It's a little scary sometimes.
All right, are we ready to figure out where this one is?
Or the handstand.
Maybe he means bandstand.
Oh.
I bet bandstand.
Oh, yeah.
Those are very good guesses. Those are I'm going to say, I'll give you the answer now. Those are the closest two guesses.
Okay.
This is actually the side of Parkside Market closest to the coffee. Like if you go to the pickup of the coffee, it's just to the left. And it turns out that those are slightly different than the ones across the way, the ones at the bandstand.
Mm-hmm. What the heck?
Who knew, right?
Certainly not I.
There you go. The downtown Disney wall is circles.
Yeah.
Chris had that. So you might have gotten that if I had given you a little more time, Chris. But yeah, it's Parkside Market in downtown Disney. All right. Hopefully you like this. And if you did, let us know in the comments and we will play it again at some point. And I will next time do the wider shot so you can see where it is. Because that's actually a very good idea.
So smart.
All right. Final topic of the night is we did get the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer today. And I personally very much enjoyed it. Katie, what did you think of it?
This trailer has everything. John Williams music. Baby Greedo. Buff Jabba the Hutt.
Yes.
And Mandalorian music, which is super fun. I want to say, and I want to be on the record saying, I've always been very excited for this. I think people that weren't excited for this were Debbie Downers. And now all of a sudden people are excited because the trailer looks like just fun. Mm-hmm. I will say there is a part in the trailer where I go, I know people are excited about that. I have no idea why.
It's because you need to watch the Clone Wars.
I know. I literally was going to say, I know it's because I need to watch the Clone Wars. Like, I know why people are excited. Mm-hmm. I just have no feelings towards this man. He could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to that man.
My big question mark with that is a couple of these things. I'm like, I am very curious for the context of this. I'm curious about the character growth because there's some definite nods to growth happening in multiple ways happening throughout the movie. And then I'm also curious, as always, about the digital effects and if or not they will be distracting or not. Because that is my concern every time when you bring in the Hutts, which is probably why I like them in the...
Bring in the Hutts!
Well, yeah. Like, my favorit version of Jabba is the one that took a million people to...
Giant puppet? Yeah.
Giant puppet. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. It also looked like there might be some other fun nods and connections to things that we know. And that will be fun. And I think you hit the word fun as the accurate descriptor for this, because this really does look like a Star Wars movie made by fans for fans. Let's go have fun.
A good time.
And would we expect anything else from Jon Favreau?
No.
Just saying.
I think the other thing, I don't want another war. I think the thing that I'm the most excited about is I really hope we're getting some Grogu origin, because if we are going to Dagobah,
what if we don't?
That's fine.
Okay.
But if we are going to Dagobah and we are meditating in the swamps and Baby Yoda's walking with his little... I'm sorry, I'm still going to call him Baby Yoda, guys. Like, I know Grogu's his Christian name, it's fine. But, like, he low-key does be looking like a Baby Yoda.
So do you think we get to see Grogu cook for Mando in Yoda's hut?
I want to see.
I don't know if I want to see that or not, to be
No,
honest.
what I would like to see is I would like to see Din Djarin give the baby a piggyback ride.
Mm-hmm. And stand on his head and have, yeah, okay, I got you.
I don't think I can express how badly I want that, actually. But no, I think I'm just so excited for this. Like, everything about it is fun. I think, and y'all can crucify me, it's fine. I think The Mandalorian season 1 is one of the greatest pieces of Star Wars canon, period. I think it is so fun. It's so different. And it didn't require you to know anything about the Skywalker saga. It's also my problem with the later seasons, is you needed to know a lot about the Skywalker saga. And I'm a Skywalker, okay? I love a Skywalker saga. But I loved this new concept. And yes, this is going to have some nods. It's going to have some things that if you have done all of this background, I think you're going to really enjoy. But I think you're going to be able to enjoy the movie regardless of all of that.
I agree. I think it's going to be great.
Yay, Star Wars.
2 thumbs up. Can't wait for it. Now it's time for...
Comments!
That is right. It is time for comments as Katie looks away. And we are going to look up at the comments and reply to quite a few of them, I think. You're getting quoted a lot tonight. That's actually a lot of fun. Like you apparently, like, we need to make memes or something out of them.
I want to be famous.
If you have anything that you want us to reply to, throw it in there while I scroll down. And I see Chris saying that Polar Express shows the limits of Tom Hanks and his vocals. Exactly.
Tom Hanks does the talk singing. I'm not going to sing, so I'm going to talk through my lines. So he could
do like My Fair Lady.
I did Footloose my freshman year of high school, and the guy who played the pastor, who does sing in the show, mind you, he fully was like, I'm not doing that. So I will never forget. I can't hear anything else. On any Sunday, Lord, I pray. Like, it honestly, I was like, Billy, you did something here.
There you go. Owned it. Chris says Muppet Plus, a dedicated streaming service, please.
I don't want to pay for more streaming services.
But just put them in their own box on Disney Plus and have the 24-hour, like, always stream. I guess they call it a stream.
Channel.
I think it's called a stream. Caleb says he's excited to see Miley Cyrus on Sesame Street. I would like to see her on The Muppet Show as well, because I think, like, give some time, because don't put her too close to Sabrina.
I was going to say,
but, like,
put Hannah Montana.
Or that's part of the gimmick. Like, I think you could do that. DVR1 says he remembers seeing the show when I was a little boy. That's where I first saw Kermit too, was Sesame Street. We'd love more John Williams music. Absolutely, Pierce Brosnan was on Disney or on Muppets Tonight. And honestly, music licensing might be a problem there. You could be right. Scrolling down as quick as I can. Now I think we're overdue for the Main Street Theater to go back to cartoons, though, unless it did. I think they should put it back to cartoons, but I'm betting it won't be till after August, 8th, 9th, whatever it is. That's the end of the 70th, and then I could see it happening. Mainly because I do think there's something to be said is you want it to be in story, like Main Street to be in story. And I love that they've done this tribute to the Sherman Brothers, but you also don't want Disneyland to become a museum.
Correct.
Like, and I kind of worry that there's a little bit of a chance with that there, and all of the
historical. Yeah,
the historical society stuff too, which I'm kind of on the fence with. Like, I like it, and then I also kind of like, well, would there be historical society for stuff that's not that old? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they've got a great story with that, and it works out. But I wish they would tell us that. Good Neighborhood Hotel banding together dudes. I hope they do come together for a shuttle service, but I don't know. I am scrolling through these quickly because we went long tonight. Really good guesses on the game. I hope you guys liked it.
Fun.
If you have ideas for more games, always we're open to that.
My favorite Mater's Tall Tale is the Halloween one. The
that
ghost
one's
light.
that's pretty good. Trailer was a lot better than the teaser and the ad. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there obviously is concerns when you're like, oh, this is replacing season 4. But on the flip side, and I actually was thinking watching it as like I could see this almost be episodic within like kind of like Moana 2 where you could tell like, oh, I think this is where different parts could have been. And I think Jon Favreau can make it work. Maybe there's a concept. There's only 1 to 2 of a species born every however many years. I like that idea.
That's a good one.
Who's excited for the 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana coming to Disney Plus next month? I think Katie's incredibly excited. I think it'll be interesting to watch. The thing I will be curious is, will there be a surprise performance? I feel like there has to be, even though it wasn't in the... Yeah. I do think this is the sign that the meme retirement needs to be ended, Bailey, because we can now... technologically we can show things again. So yeah, I think it'd be fun. Like, that'd be great. Polar Express with the upcoming live action adaptation be like one day. I don't know. I need more streaming channels on Disney Plus. Absolutely. And Miley Cyrus would be an excellent collaboration with Electric Mayhem. I think that would be really fun. All right. We are running out of time. We've gone way over tonight. So thank you for sticking around. It has been a lot of fun for us, and I hope it has been for you. Katie, what should people do?
You should go to dapsmagic.com, check out all the Disney and geek news as it happens. You should subscribe to our mailing list so you don't miss any of it. You should also go to dapsmagic.com/dapshq. We do a post show for this show, and there's also some fun like surprises and
this
test and
there we go
test streams, and sometimes
we're gonna build Lego.
You even see the cutest little puppy in the whole world.
There we go. Also, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and comment as much as you like and share and all of that fun stuff, because it does help us get out there that much more and do that many more things. And we have some fun stuff coming up in the next week or so that you won't want to miss, weather permitting. But that is all the time we have for you this week, so we will see you around the corner.
Bye.